Why play Rumble mid? Well, he can AoE kill entire teams. He can push the lane quickly while harassing his opponent. He can one-combo most champions, and he really doesn't have very many bad matchups. However, he does lack CC, only having slows, and he does rely on his ultimate to bring the massive amount of damage. Rumble's passive is his secondary bar. When using an ability, he generates heat up to a maximum of 100 heat. While he's above 50 heat, he enters the danger zone, which enhances his abilities, and when he maxes out 100 heat, he overheats. While overheated, Rumble is silenced, gains a large amount of attack speed, and his attacks deal a massive amount of extra damage. Rumble's Q is a flamethrower cone attack in front of him which lasts for 3 seconds. This deals damage every quarter of a second, and Rumble can move and use other abilities while this is on. While he's above 50 heat, this deals 50% additional damage. Rumble's W gives him a shield and he gains a chunk of movement speed. While above 50 heat, these are increased. Rumble's E is a straight line skill shot which deals damage, slows, and reduces the magic resist of the target hit. This ability can store up to 2 charges, and hitting an enemy already slowed by a harpoon applies the damage again and increases the size of the slow and shreds even more magic resist. If Rumble is above 50 heat, the damage, slow, and magic resist shred are all increased by 50%. Rumble's ultimate is a skill shot which throws down a line of rockets which slow and deal massive amounts of damage over 5 seconds. Rumble can control the start of the ultimate and the direction it travels, which can give it insanely massive range. For combos, you want to start the fight when you have 50 heat. Start with your Q into your W speed up and cast your ultimate. From here, cast your first E to put you into the danger zone and start attacking away, still having the second use of your E as needed. For matchups, Rumble is amazing at melee mid laners, easily harassing them out of lane with Q while simply farming, and he can struggle slightly into longer ranged mages and mage assassins. For Masteries, take this, it just increases your passive damage even further. For build order, start either Ring and Pot or Shield and Pot into tier 2 boots and a Night Harvester. Following this, Azonia's and Shadow Flame should be your next 2 pickups before finishing your build with any of these. For skill order, start Q, then E, then W before maxing Q, then E, then W, taking ult whenever you can. And for summoner spells, take Flash and Ignite. Starting the game, how you play will change depending on if you're against a melee or ranged matchup. Against a ranged matchup, your main focus will be on farming. You don't get the free harass, however you can still hard push waves in relatively safely before roaming to other lanes or getting easy backs. However, against melee matchups is where Rumble truly shines. Every time your opponent goes out to farm, you can simply turn on your flamethrower, and then between the damage and arcane comet, it will simply do tons of damage. And in addition, while doing this tons of damage, you'll be both farming and pushing the wave. When looking for trades, you want to be about 50 heat to empower your abilities. When trading, your Q is pretty much always guaranteed free damage. So to get the most out of your trades, you want to prioritize blocking damage with your W and landing your E's. Entering the mid game, your bot lane will rotate mid, which means you need to head bot to get some easy farm in a side lane. Push it as far as you can safely and then group back with your team looking to take objectives. Entering late game teamfights, Rumble can throw out insane amounts of damage. You want to play a sort of bruiser damage role, queuing and Eing anything in front of you. This is because Rumble simply doesn't have easy access to the backline. However, if there's something squishier coming towards you, absolutely focus them down, you will burn them immediately. Rumble's ultimate is so impactful it will solo win or solo lose fights by itself. Firstly, it can be used for engage. This is a great way to cut off an area or slow targets forcing a fight. However, only do this if you're far ahead and know you can win the fight without all its damage. Otherwise, use it after a fight has started to watch them all burn.